back with another episode of Ran Out of Talent. I'm your host, Joser Jr., and with me is Roach
The
RC.
the RC Roach Man.
Yes. So, yeah, man, how's it been going? It's been a while since you've been on. Zach isn't on with us tonight. He's on a family adventure.
You gotta take some time off occasionally from toy cars, but yeah, I've been pretty good for the most part. I've just been grinding away at a YouTube and stuff like that, mainly just trying to get to 10K for a while, and I finally did it.
You did a great job at that. Before we get into that, though, I would like to tell everybody about our sponsor, Dollar Hobbies. Dollar Hobbies was established in 2003. They're a Minnesota-owned and ran company. Actually, they started in 2002. Dollar Hobbies is the largest seller of Traxxas products on Amazon. They have a freshly revamped website ran by experienced racers, crawlers, and bashers. They have over 13,000 products at dollarhobbies.com. They carry over 130 brands. They price match. No one will be in the US will beat their prices. Free shipping in the lower 48 on any order over $49. Most orders ship on the same day. They always have coupon codes running at dollarhobbies.com/deals. They have an indoor carpet track, which they do on-road and off-road on. I was there last Tuesday. We'll talk about that in a bit. It's always a great time there. They have rental cars available. Birthday parties and corporate events starting at $249, and they have a skilled store staff to help with the repairs and how to get started. And the coupon code is still Joe Jr. It is 10% off of any order over $100. So, I mean, that's almost as good as most sponsorship deals. So you just hit 10K. I'm super happy for you. You've been grinding away on the videos.
You've been about 5 years now.
5 years. Yeah, man. It's 1 second here. All right.
I also set it up on my channel as well.
Awesome. Thank you. So do you ever go and look at your early videos and be like, man, what was I thinking? I want to delete these, but I'm going to keep them up. And
I kind of have. I've looked at a lot of my old videos, contemplating deleting them or at least refreshing them.
yes,
But I think it's important to know like where you came from and what you've improved on. So I feel like I thought about that when I was like 2 years in and thought about deleting my old videos. And now I look at my videos from 3 years ago and I think, man, what was I doing?
yeah.
And I feel like in 2 years from now, I'm going to look at the videos I do now and think, what was I doing?
Yeah, I'm slowly evolving to that. So when I started this podcast in 2012, it was audio only. I don't ever tell people how to find the old episodes because they're that terrible. So we used to try stuff like we had a compressor mic in the middle of the room. We tried everything in the early days. And yeah, we just started video. It's one of those things. I'm thinking about renting out studio space in town here. Just to kind of cancel out some of the noise, get a little bit better lighting, get a more permanent situation. Because like at the end of the episode, everything folds up and goes away. It's one of those things.
To be fair, you don't really need, one thing I've learned definitely from doing YouTube for a while is that you don't really need all that stuff.
Right.
Because I've been doing this for about 5 years out of my bedroom, basically.
Sure. Yeah. I've been doing this out of my basement. So Ryan Graining got me back into this podcast back in 2019. And I've been doing it out of my basement since then. I used to do it in my RC room, but when we decided to do video, Right now I'm in like I don't know why they did this, but they made like a little bar area in my house when they finished the basement long before I moved in here. And I'm kind of in that area, like I'm 2-3 feet away from a sauna, a bunch of junk, you know, all that.
You don't want to see what my room looks like right now.
Oh,
It's
dude,
bad.
I get harassed by my animals, by my kids.
Mhm.
So what video do you think got you over the top?
Initially, it was my history of videos.
Yes,
My
those
my
guys.
biggest my first video that cracked 10K was my history of Team Associated video. And the
Yeah.
first video that cracked 50K later on was my stadium truck versus short course truck video, which was a surprise to me. That has over 60,000 views now.
Trucks are coming back.
I
They
want
really
them to come back.
They're coming back in Minnesota. I mean, we're such a small faction of racing in the Midwest. We're not as big as, well, all the Midwest, when you add in Minnesota, Iowa, Wisconsin, Illinois, we're fairly large. Truck in the Midwest is coming back, especially since they figured out the whole shock package. We're no longer running
Truck shots.
Yeah, we're running buggy towers and I want to say I have truck front bodies in the rear of mine and regular buggy fronts in the front of mine, and my truck is super dialed. I was having a blast with it last Tuesday, and my trigger on my radio broke.
Yeah,
kind of
it
like
Ryan Stiles Harris. Yeah, makes me worried about mine, honestly.
I think it might be like that run, because since Ryan, I look back in the Facebook group and there's a few guys from like June on
that had trigger problems.
Yes, but from now on, I was just gonna buy the little $3 trigger, but to get into it, you have to like get into the potentiometer and all that other stuff. I'm not doing that. I bought the $40 assembly, and I'm gonna have a spare on me from here on out.
Yep,
because
that's probably a good idea.
And it was the weirdest feeling, because I'm rough start to the first qualifier, but I start kicking down laps. I start catching my buddy, and then all of a sudden it's like I'm hitting the throttle and less is happening, and then my truck stops and the trigger just dropped out. I'm like, huh. That was an odd feeling.
Yeah, that's a feeling I hope I don't see when I'm racing this weekend, actually, or next weekend.
No, I'm sure. I've had my radio for well over 2 months, maybe 3. And I use mine. Well, I use mine in similar settings as yours. I've only ran it at 2 indoor events, usually, sandy, dusty tracks and all that. And I'm sure that had something to do with a little bit of the wear and tear on it. But again, I've been racing since I was 6 years old. So I've been racing for 37 years.
Damn.
Yeah. I've broken everything on a radio. Absolutely everything.
Except for now you've got the trigger.
Yeah, that's the last. I have everything now, because I busted the brake part on a trigger. I busted a million steering springs. Back when I used to be an angry person in my early 20s, I tossed a radio once and I broke a lot there.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever actually, to be honest, I've been angry on the driver's stand. I just hide it very well.
I was mad at a fellow racer, and I shouldn't have been. Is one of those situations where club racing touring cars, and the track was so small, we were doing 7-second laps, and this was with NIM batteries and brush motors, so that tells you how small the track was.
Yeah.
And we got into each other, and I got the short end of the stick, and I got mad, and I threw my radio at his car. just like an idiot, man.
Yeah. Well, you've grown since then, right? So
Oh yeah. It's weird. It went like a switch. Yeah, I still get mad on the stand, but I hold it in because you know what? In 5 minutes after the race, I'm not gonna be mad, and I don't want to say anything I can't take back.
yeah.
So, yeah, man, your channel has been growing. What is your latest video?
My latest video has been, well, it was on tips for slower drivers. So basically, specifically setup tips, things that you can do to your car to make it easier to drive that you won't see on a pro setup on Pettit RC or So Dialed. Because people like to change their setup based on a pro setup, like they usually like to copy it or something like that.
Yep.
And then they go out and drive, and their car is really just either undrivable or not good, and they wonder what's going on. Well, their car is supposed to be fast, your car is supposed to be easy to drive, and these are the ways you can make your car easy to drive.
Yes. And that's the thing too. And there are pros, you can take their setups and work with them, but most people look at Davide and Garo and they're like, oh man, I'm going to copy the world setup. And they just fall flat on their face because it's incredibly hard to drive.
Yep.
Man, you got a lot of people checking in. Kevin Stewart, I haven't seen Kevin in here in a while.
Yeah, I got a couple. How many people are on the? I can't see how many.
Well, only 15. That's about normal.
Okay.
We get about 15 people, and then most of my listeners are old school. They download the episode after the fact. Like it's one of those things. I get like 1,000 views, but I get like 10 to 20,000 downloads.
Damn. That's a lot.
Yeah, I've been doing this a while.
Yeah.
Justin Dawkins here. We were just at his track last week at Southern Minnesota RC Raceway. Dude, we've been having a lot of fun racing there this summer, and his layout right now, he changed two corners. The lap times are actually 1 second slower than his former layout. But by changing like two corners, the speed is so much faster. It's a lot of fun.
And which track is this again? So some people might know.
Southern Minnesota RC Raceway.
Southern Minnesota RC Raceway. Okay.
Yeah. So last week we did the Ironman event, and what it is you do one round of seeding. And I never asked him this because he has a smaller group down there. He's about 2 hours south of the Twin Cities.
Okay.
But I never asked him what he would do if he had a B main, because what he does is one round of seeding and then AAA mains. Every main counts.
It's, I mean, with what you're working with, that sounds like fun, actually.
Yeah. And it was a lot of fun. And he does that race once a year, and all of his races have a pretty good theme, and it's a lot of fun down there. So yeah, you're going testing tomorrow?
Tomorrow, yes.
Yeah.
Just on Labor Day. I just want to try a couple things on that buggy right there. Just some different springs, different fluids and stuff like that. Nothing too crazy. I don't think I'm going to do the LCG laydown shocks yet. I've yet to drive it.
I was looking at that, and I think if you get into an indoor or a non-loam scenario, they are going to be the bomb. I think they're going to work well also on dusty tracks, but it's going to be a bit different.
It needs to be a smoother track, I think.
Yeah. But I was excited. I mean, Pecco made the main at the Worlds. Cav, oh dude, that's such a heartbreaker they didn't make it.
Yeah. It's honestly a heartbreaker that none of the Americans in general made it.
I know. We'll talk about that in a minute. Wondering if you should buy the Techno 10th or the B7.
I'd go with the B7, even though I've said mean things about it.
Yeah. The B7, we've talked about that quite a bit on this podcast. it's geometry wise, it's correct. That 5-gear transmission is a power eater. There's no better way to say it.
You need to run mod if you're going to run it.
Yep. I have mine working very, very well. Our Region 7 team manager, Kyle Holmberg, he really got us. He really has the setup nailed down. Now we need some transmission help.
need some aluminum idler gears or some wheel speed idler gears or some different idler gear.
I have which ones do I have? I don't know if I have the wheel speed or the one up. I have the one.
Oh yeah,
up.
one up made some as well. Are they aluminum or plastics?
Aluminum.
Okay.
I have the one up, but you still have 5 rotating gears instead of 3.
True. Which for stock racing it's not going to be ideal, but to be fair, last year back in 2024, the stock racer that won was, I think, Mason Templeman, and he ran the 5-gear transmission.
Yep. Yeah.
So it can work.
There are guys making them work. It's a little rough on carpet when you have the grip and all that, but oh man, yeah. Everybody's talking about the Worlds, and I gotta agree, Hot Race dominated.
Hot Race completely dominated. It's not even funny.
Yeah,
actually, it is kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie.
Jason Rona was there, and he was taking notes, and he's coming back to America with a load of ideas for tires.
He's got to. That's the only way he's going to catch up, at least in Europe.
In Europe. Now, were you on the episode of the No Name RC podcast when Pecco called why can't I think of the track name? Texas.
Thornhill?
Thornhill. Pecco called Thornhill low grip. I'm like, oh my God.
It is. Compared to what you see
like a run, yeah.
Yeah, it is lower grip compared to what they run over there. But even still, I remember Clayton was saying he wanted to completely lock out the main for the Roarnat for the IFMAR championships at Thornhill with Americans. I don't think that's going to happen. That's not going to happen.
No. Thornhill, but I mean, I want to talk about Cav. He was the heartbreaker of the whole situation because, well, I was watching the mains yesterday. I was bummed that he didn't make the. I thought he was going to make it directly in. He got like a 4th, a 9th, a 12th, and a 13th, or
he got really close.
Yeah, he qualified 13th overall, and then Friday I watched LCQ and Barufalo? Bruno Coelho won it. I was just hoping he'd make it straight in. I mean, he had a valiant effort during qualifying. And with whatever happened to Dakota Fend, I don't know, man.
Some happened. I don't know. Like X-Ray in general didn't show up as like they usually do.
I'm going to steal from Max. And so the Schumacher guys weren't running the Schumacher cars. I mean, everybody knows.
No, they're running X-Rays. Even X-Ray made a post saying top driver Mike Orlowski Mikhail Orlowski was P2 with an X-Ray car.
Exactly. So Max made the point that the X-Ray team and the Schumacher team were on way different pages, to where the Schumacher team actually had more of a proper setup than the X-Ray team
on their own car.
Yes. So, yeah, man, it was a heartbreaker. No Americans. Was it the top 9 or 10 were hot race?
I have the picture here somewhere. I think the top 8 were hot race, and out of the 12 that were there, I think 10 of them were hot race in general.
Gotcha. Yeah.
The other one was Matrix and J Concepts, and that's it. One Matrix, which was Ungaro, one J Concepts was Canas, I think.
That's wild. That is wild. And I'm not sure, but I couldn't tell from the pictures. My eyes are old, but I was told that, it was rumored that Cav was not running the TZO.
Probably not.
So, Yeah,
I mean, on that kind of track, you gotta run hot race. It's just how it is on track
yeah,
like that. You gotta run their hard clay compounds.
exactly. But yeah, I mean, even their hard clay compounds after a full main were getting pretty worn out.
Yeah.
I have the pictures of the winning car up right now. So one of my friends and colleagues that I work with at Model Eye Media was doing the photography for Red RC, Jason Bollinger. And sorry about this. I tell you what, every single episode, StreamYard changes just a little bit.
Yeah, it changed a little bit on me too. I gotta have
And
to do some things with my 10,000 subscriber stream for that I do for myself.
yes. I'm thinking about finding another streaming service, because StreamYard for me is $45 a month.
Yeah, it's expensive, and I might
And
go as well.
you only get 3 keys too.
Mhm.
You know, it would be awesome to be able to stream to TikTok or wherever. Like, I have a generic Twitch channel I stream to, and I only get spam bots on that.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike
Well,
Win.
hey, Mike, how you doing?
Yeah, so he is running, like we were talking about before the show, he's running like a mid-size pack. That's not a shorty and it's not a full-size pack, but he's
Yep.
running these mid-size packs saddle. I mean,
With some carbon inserts, it looks like, and Hot Race Saharas.
yep. What?
He's also running a different front shock tower.
I was going to say that front shock tower is different. Does that almost looks like a One Army piece?
The shock tower in the front or the rear?
The front.
I think that's just CNC machined, but whether or not it's like a One Army thing, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, and I was told they have a few different parts, and oh wow, look at the junk on that Universal.
Yeah.
He polished those pillow balls. Those are super polished.
You got every millisecond counts.
I know, man. Just looking at the car though, I bet that thing was brand new at the start of the weekend.
The chassis is gone.
Yeah, I bet I bet that thing gets hung up on his wall forever. But I mean, look at those tires after 1 10-minute race.
Yeah.
Man, that car I just noticed that.
What's up?
Why does he have tape on the servo right there?
Oh no, that looks like a Futaba servo.
Yeah.
That does look like a Futaba servo. What does he run?
I'm not sure. But oh man.
Oh no, someone's getting in trouble.
Yeah, we ain't see nothing. Or is that? Yeah. So other than that though, pretty standard car, really good looking car.
Quite clean.
Yeah. Oh. And that's the thing. Oh, come on. There we go. So part of me, I wish we would start gluing or oiling more in America, because the other way to get our tracks like that is calcium chloride, which eats every metal part.
Yeah.
I mean,
HRCR has been toying with the idea of oiling their track.
I know, and I hope he does. I hope he is a trendsetter. I really think that would be a good move.
I think there's one thing or two things really that would stop a lot of people from doing it. One is EPA, Environmental Protection Agency, because oiling dirt is not good for the environment at all. And the landlords that a lot of people run. Like for example, My track, Loganville RC Complex, is on someone else's land. He rents it.
Okay.
He rents it out. So oiling the track may not be in the question because it would
Yeah, maybe glue.
glue.
Because what they use is just like a Elmer's like wood glue.
What about using cooking oil? I think that would be worse. Wouldn't it?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. So I've worked at Burger King when I was a kid. Used cooking oil is not the same as like motor oil. Like it would be disgusting, but I could take that brick of lard that is cooking oil and I could take a spoonful and eat it. If I did that with motor oil, I would be in very
a lot
rough
of pain.
yes.
You'd be in a lot of pain.
Yes.
Our local track uses recycled vegetable oil, Steve says.
Yeah.
Where is your track?
Yeah.
I would like to know.
You're going to get a lot of people like Endo's RC that says ban oil and glue altogether. You know what? People were saying that about carpet with 10 scale 10, 15 years, more like 15, 16 years ago. But you know what?
People were saying it like 10 years ago in general with the IFMAR Worlds being at the Yatabe Arena when it was AstroTurf.
Right. Things go that way because it's cleaner, it's simpler, it's easier on everything. I mean, I don't push things anymore. I just go wherever the crowd. I just want to race. So when I was a little kid, we had this super small cubby hole in my basement. Like, I don't know, I would say it's 10 feet by 5 feet, and you had to sit and crouch. My dad spray painted a black line around it, and we'd get like 4 guys down there racing oval because who cares? It's racing. You know what I mean? So
Steve says he's at Novi RC Park in Novi, Michigan. It's a great track.
Gotcha.
Also, EA. Yeah, it does. I drive an hour to race.
That's pretty good. Yeah, on average, I drive between 40 minutes and 2 hours myself for a weekly club race.
The furthest I've driven for a race was PNB, and that was about 3.5 hours.
I drove for the Vintage Clash. I did not trust my RC. Matt Olson offered to buy me a plane ticket. Don't get me wrong. It costs the same to drive to the Hoosier RC Hobbyplex than it did to fly because I took my truck.
Ooh.
But that was 11 hours. That's the most I've gone. That's the most I think that's the limit. So, yeah, man. Oh, Steve's saying sometimes pros come out there
to practice on higher grip.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So, man, that is wild that Orlovsky took second. I mean, he's a wheelman. Don't get me wrong, but he's a touring car racer.
I mean, he did pretty well at the Euros with the glue track.
Yes, he did.
With 4-wheel drive specifically.
Yes.
So he's not averse to running on off-road.
I know, but he's a touring
car. It's that with touring car, if you have both skill sets, it's really good because you know line work and you know aerial control.
Yes.
So he has both. It's just he hasn't been able to put it together for nitro, but for a 10-minute main on electric, which is more of a sprint, he's better.
Yep. I'm going to share this screen quick because this is off topic, but this is the reason why I tell people not to run skid plates on their car, because this happens so fast where the car pancakes off a jump. You don't physically see it, but if you run a skid plate, that will kick your car funny. And sometimes you just got to let the chassis eat it.
Yeah.
I always tell people, take the skid. It kills the consistency of the jumping of the vehicle. Man,
did not know that.
Damon is saying his closest A scale track is 45 minutes away. That's not bad.
It's not bad, but it's a backyard track, so not much public practice time.
Yeah, I mean, I get it.
I mean, racing is racing. If you can
Yeah.
go there, you can go.
That's the thing too. It's
EA sucks that he drives 10 minutes.
yeah. I miss those days. So we used to have a outdoor off-road track the town over for me when I was a kid. And so during summer vacation, I used to put my car and my radio in a backpack with like 4 or 5 charged batteries, and I used to bike over there and practice for a couple hours and then go home.
Yep.
I mean, that is super valuable.
I don't even get A skill at my track. Yep.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, something else I was talking about with a friend of mine was whether or not we should have more events at permanent tracks rather than arena style tracks. I kind of wish that was more of the case.
Well, if you have, oh wow, that is something. I'm gonna bring something up here. I'm just scrolling through Red RC. If you have a permanent facility, you should be racing at that permanent facility well above any arena style event. You support the track that's going to be there when the weekend's over, in my opinion. So everybody was saying that Pecco's wing mount was really high, and I'm like, a lot of people were like, no, it's just an illusion because of the shocks, but it's really not. Because so check out Pecco's wing. Look at the distance from the rear wheel to the bottom of the wing. Okay, that is a lot of distance.
It's the same. It's the same idea as the old Plymouth Superbird, I think it was.
Yes, because if we go up, if we go up to Barak, Kilich, Mugen, look at from the bottom of the wing to the top of the wheel. So they not only have their suspension, they do have a really high wing mount, and I bet there's something there.
Probably.
Yeah, I bet you're excited to fire up.
I mean, I run basically the same thing. It's just different shocks.
Is it different shocks and towers? Is that the only difference?
It's different shocks and towers, and I think something else. Actually, no, it's the saddle pack system as well.
Okay.
But I'm running the old brick car right now, but I'll try saddle pack soon.
It seems like that's the way the winds are blowing right now. Is everyone is going to the saddle pack?
Yep. Hey Matt, how you doing?
All right. 9 out of the 13 cars were also pillow ball cars.
Yes, they were. Yes, they were. And to go back to a question that someone asked was, is there a simple way to explain the driving differences between C-Hub and pillow ball cars? Pillow ball cars drive from the rear.
Yep.
C-Hub cars drive from the front.
Yes, you can get the same KPI out of a C-Hub car that you can a pillow ball car. You can get the same geometry, but it's not the same. I don't know about you. Well, you've had pillow ball cars, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, so you know how they drive.
Yep, they drive differently.
I'll tell you what, I do love a pillow ball truggy.
I have not driven a pillow ball truggy yet. I've only driven C-Hub truggies.
Oh, the way you can throw them around and they corner. I like the way they corner a bit better. Saying if a company makes a 6,000 milliamp 200C2S, the brick 4S combo is dead.
They do.
Yeah.
6,400 milliamp hours.
Yep.
Not 200C, but close to it, like 160.
So my dad drives soft. Okay. He drives softer than I do. He's older, he drives the 40 plus e-buggy guys. I mean, I would too if I was running A scale. At the end of a 10-minute run, he has to put, I want to say, a couple hundred milliamps back into it to get it to storage. And he's running dual 6400s. So I think that that mid-size saddle is gonna be the way to go.
Probably, yeah.
Um,
I gotta
yeah,
buy more battery.
yeah. The Worlds were a lot of fun. Yeah. Well, so before this podcast, I was telling you, back in 2022, we were using it was a cheaper, not cheap, it was the cheaper ProTech pack. It was like $55. Before I had to run Reedy as an associated driver, we would run the battery for 1 to 2 weeks, and then we would recycle them. They were junk after that. But they were so good for those 1 to 2 weeks. Nothing could beat them. And that is the sickness of stock racing right there.
Yeah. Because stock racing will kill your wallet. Yes, it will.
It will. Batteries
Actually,
are
racing in general will kill your wallet, but you know what I mean.
yeah. I would say in stock racing, batteries are more important than the motor, because if you don't have the voltage to wind up the motor, it doesn't matter what you have.
Yeah. If you're running like an Awanfi or something like that with 4mm bullet connectors, it doesn't matter if you have a Gold Spec Exalt motor.
Exactly. Yeah, Worlds were great. Dude, the coverage the No Name RC podcast gave was
They were
phenomenal.
on it. They were on it the whole time.
Yeah, my friends and I were talking about it, and it's like, I mean, don't get me wrong, RC Racing TV did a great job of filming the race.
Yeah,
go ahead.
they did a good job. They were a good supplement to NNRC's coverage.
Yeah,
or they complemented each other.
Yeah, but Max, especially Max, did an awesome job. Keenan did a great job as well, but Max really put in a lot of legwork. Yeah, I mean, even though when I was at work, like I watched the LCQ at work, but I was at work for most of the Worlds, and I felt like I didn't miss a beat because of the No Name RC podcast.
Yep.
It was awesome. And I told Lefty, it's like, you know what? I know you're not making money now, because nobody's making money in the media as of right now. But I mean, they're going to be the first ones that are going to make a living
out of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they should, because holy shit, it was good.
Yeah. Well, like Mod, I'm not going to talk too much out of school, but I work for Mod here and there. I might be going to Vegas. Fingers crossed. Maybe. I hope so. But when they get paid their full amount, they break even.
Yeah.
When they bring me on, they lose money because I got to fly to wherever they're going. So like when they do a waffle and whatnot, that goes to paying my salary and Jason Bollinger's salary.
Yep. How does everyone feel about the IFMAR finals racing format? The Nitro Buggy or the E-Buggy finals?
Yeah, the E-Buggy was just AAAs, right?
Just regular AAAs, yeah, with 2 of them counting.
Yeah. I mean, that's standard. It really is. It's standard for electric racing. I like it better than one and done.
I definitely like it better than that, yeah.
Yeah.
Because one and done is like, okay, whatever.
It's over. I'm still wondering what happened to Dakota. Because I'm not going to let him lay down on, he didn't have hot race tires. I'm not going to let that happen. Because all throughout practice, he was towards the top. And then, was it round 1 or round 2, he had a 4 or a 5? And then
he had a did not finish and a did not start in the first day. And then the second day, he just couldn't get up to pace.
Right. But also on the first day, though, he got a 4th or a 5th. See, like I said, see that Twitch comment? Nobody else
Yeah.
can see it because nobody else is on Twitch. So
Yeah, it's gone.
yeah, Twitch is useless. At least the way we use it. I used to be on another podcast where we actually made about $300-400 an episode on Twitch, and I do not know how to get it going again.
It you had to strike while the iron was hot with Twitch.
Yeah, and that is no longer the case.
It's quite cold now.
Yeah, I did that. I want to say it was pre-COVID. Yeah, it's pre-COVID.
That's probably why.
Yeah, it's before I started like kickboxing a lot, because I quit that podcast to kickbox more.
BJ says he didn't adjust after he broke in Q. Oh, he broke in Q2. He didn't just.
Okay. I know one of those. Yeah, one of them it was a DNS in warm up, and then the DNF. But one of those qualifiers in the first day, he was top 5. I can't remember which one.
Let me see if I can find it, because I'm pretty sure he was at one point or another. Let's see. NRC.
So if you look at the X-Ray team right now in America, don't get me wrong, Dakota Fend is safe. But the X-Ray team is quite large, and we're getting closer to January. That's speculation, though. That's being silly. Yeah, it's, there were some notable names that weren't there as well. Like, I all of a sudden, one of the first day of the Worlds, I saw Spencer Rivkin was in Arizona flying an airplane. I'm like, what the heck?
He's focused on 10 scale.
People say that. Yeah, man. Yeah, David. Yeah, he is. Dakota's not going anywhere. That's for sure.
Yeah. But like I said, Rivkin's focused on 10 scale right now, I think. I don't think he.
Do you think it's too close to Australia to be messing around?
I think so. I think that's what I think his mindset is right now. And your mic cut out for me for a second. Can you guys hear him? Because I cannot. Yep, I thought it was just me.
How's that?
There we go. We can hear you now.
Oh, dude. How does that even happen?
Did it change to a different microphone or something like that?
I hope not. Hold on.
It was silent the whole time.
Yeah, no, but my it's still on the same mic. That is weird. Because what happened too was my I stopped recording as well.
Oh.
So I only missed like a minute. So it's no big deal.
Okay.
So
what were you saying?
I don't remember now. Oh, Australia's in what, 2 weeks?
Yeah.
So we have Australia in 2 weeks. So yeah, you're probably right. And he's probably going to go for, he is going to go for the win in 10 scale.
That's what he wants. That's what I think he wants, at least.
I'll tell you what. And this is where I get the vibe of the Steve Hartson and the Cody King and all that. The time is right now for an Iowa guy to win the Worlds. Like Rinderknecht.
Tom Rinderknecht?
they are practicing on a looser track, but weak, like quite a bit. Hobby Haven in Iowa.
Oh,
It's
okay.
one of the oldest tracks in the country. They've been out on that track every single week, working their butts off. It's I'm getting that vibe, you know, that we're gonna have an upset at this Worlds.
I mean, we had an upset at this one. At this last one. Kind of, at
Yes,
least.
kind of. But for the past, I feel like for the past year, we've all been talking about Kara.
He's been moving up like very quickly.
Yes. But to flat out beat Ungaro, man.
Yes. He just no ifs, ands, or buts. He just did it.
Yeah.
He did it
BJ
in buggy, but he did it.
Yeah. BJ says Rinderneck would be a shocker. He took second at the Roar Nationals on carpet. I want to say both 2-wheel and 4-wheel. Tom had a very rocky start to 2025 because all of a sudden he goes from X-Ray and R1 to Schumacher and Team Coyote. So he has all new stuff he has to learn.
Yeah.
He learned the Schumacher now. He knows it, and he's starting to really put it down with that car. Like he looks phenomenal with it now. It looks like he's now a tick better than where he was with X-Ray.
Who's on the official roster for the 10 Scale Worlds for the US? Let me see.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I know we got 30, but I know 30's not going.
Yeah.
I mean, could you imagine the guy? This has been going to be a very expensive month for the manufacturers.
Yeah.
You have to send them to Portugal. I mean, who else did? I want to say the only American for Associated was B Rose, and he did fairly well too. But I don't think
I can't find it. I know it was around here somewhere, but it's okay.
I know Rinderneck is going, and I know Sutherland is going. I don't know.
I don't know anyone else.
Yeah, they're, Rivkin's going. I bet Dakota Fenn's going. Oh yeah, Aiden Horn. Aiden Horn's another guy who could throw a wrench into that. Definitely.
Will probably be X-Ray loaded. That too. It's no longer TLR versus Associated. It's X-Ray versus Associated with Schumacher. Yeah, with Schumacher doing some stuff on the side.
Dude, this last half of the year, man, Schumacher's been impressive. They're kicking. Schumacher's really kicking right now. And they just released their Schumacher has 5 US drivers going. That is awesome.
Oh yeah, so probably Brock Chaplin, right?
Yep. So you got Brock, you got Sutherland, you got Rinderneck. Who are the other two?
Chad Dew from North Carolina, but he's a regional pro. Okay.
Chad Dew, are they in North Carolina? I thought Chad Dew was a Wisconsin guy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he used to be because he married Scotty Ernst's daughter. So they probably moved to North Carolina or whatnot. I haven't seen Chad Dew in probably 2-3 years. We went to a big race in Omaha. That's one you definitely got to make it down to.
Brock, Tom, Cole, Nate, and Austin.
I awesome on Cole Tollard for going. I did not think he would be making it, but good on him for sure.
Yep.
Trying
to think who else could win it. Well, we haven't seen any of the Europeans yet, which is kind of a shame.
Well, Orlovsky, man.
Yeah.
He's always in it.
Honestly, My money's probably on Orlowski, at least for 4-wheel.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I think Rivkin's been over there twice.
And I know he really wants it bad.
He does. I mean, people are looking at his carpet national results and trying to. I mean, there is some correlation. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, it's. I don't know. I think Rivkin's going to be just fine. That's
Going
right.
for
Going,
the
that's right.
Australian kid who keeps beating Spencer Rivkin. Yeah.
Yep.
Lachlan Donnelly. Yep, Donnelly.
Yes.
And he won the pre-worlds.
He won the pre-worlds and he won a race prior to that Rivkin was at as well.
So if anyone's going to upset, it's going to be him.
Yep. All right. So this is, speaking of Schumacher, they're going to be, everybody's going to have this car at this point, their new Wheeler.
Yep.
That thing, dude. I had Mike Winters on 2 weeks ago. And I'm like, dude, give me pictures. He's like, no. Because
I cannot do so.
Yeah, they did a really good job keeping the hat on this one. And the car looks awesome. And it looks like it's got a similar slipper situation to the Team Associated,
where the front wheels can freewheel under braking.
Yeah, one way.
Yeah.
I
saw it's nice, but the price tag screams pain. Yeah,
Damon,
everything screams pain now.
Yeah, we're at the point to where you regular Joes now need sponsorships.
Yeah.
Period. So before my kid was racing, I was anti-sponsorship, don't do it, you didn't earn it, all that crap. And it's like, all right, my kid's racing, my bills double.
Kind of have to.
I have to. But then it's like
the only way now.
Yeah, it's like, well, what can I offer? And I'm more of a ambassador to products rather than, I mean, I do well with what I got, but it's like I'm a middle of the A to top of the B regional driver in 10 scale. I suck at A scale.
I've only done 8 scale for the last 3 years.
Yep.
Because there are no 10 scale tracks in America. Or not America, Georgia, I'm sorry.
Yeah. I've been pretty damn good at 5th scale. Fifth scale really speaks to me, but it's like learning a dead language.
5th scale?
Yeah, it really is. Damon says it's listed at 600. Yeah, that's everything. That's going to be everything now, which sucks. Dude, it really sucks.
Techno Truggy's listed at 750.
Yeah.
I thought the Mugen was bad when it was like 700.
What was it? It was the original. So Kyosho for a long time, they were really high on price, and then they came down. The original MP9, I want to say it was 850 or $900. And that was in 2012-ish, around there. And then I got it ready to run, not the ready to run version, but I got a ready to run, like with the proper electronics, proper nitro motor, TKI 4 for like $700. That only had one weekend on it.
Yeah.
The guy wasn't a fan of it, and I'm like, "Ooh, I'll take it." And
I'll take it.
It was a phenomenal. For the time, it was the best buggy.
Yeah.
The problem was the front arms were made out of glass. So
Damon said I was looking at Tour buggy, and the lowest comp one I saw was 350 to 400. They're going for more now.
They are. They're going for more. And again, back in the B4 day, I remember, and this was 2003, 4. Yeah, 2003. The original Team Associated RC10B4, I paid $189.99 for the team kit. And that was the top of the line back then. And inflation, the cars get better, the parts get better, the machining tolerance gets tighter, a lot more goes into development, and the prices go up.
Yep.
You have to
I
pay
mean,
your employees.
You have to pay your employees, and you also have to pay for all that aluminum, all the carbon fiber, all the high-end plastics, which back then wasn't really a thing.
The price on aluminum.
Oh yeah, that too.
I started buying material for my work. I became the purchaser. When I started buying aluminum, your regular 5052, it's a common. The difference between the price difference, not like strength, but the price difference between like 3003 and 5052 is like a penny. Okay. I started buying 5052 at $2.20 a pound. I'm paying $2.95 right now. And people are like, oh, that's not a big change. Well, it is when you're buying 2,000 pounds at a time. And that's what these guys are doing.
Yeah.
You know, when
it says that $185 was $325 today from inflation.
That's about right. Yeah. I mean, Damon's talking about that LRP kit for
that was $150, and they claim it's good for at least for club racing.
I mean, yeah. Go ahead.
I want to see it succeed, but I don't know.
Did you see what are you on TikTok at all?
Not really, no.
Okay, well,
I ain't brain rotted yet. Not in that way, at least.
Yeah. Dude, the RC and fighting content, like just the MMA knockout compilations they put on TikTok, I love them. But what's Lee Setzer's home track? Like his dad owns it.
It's not his home track anymore because he's up in Adrenaline, but it's
No, that's what Adrenaline is their TikTok channel. They're doing a Typhon, but it's the TLR tuned one.
Yep, I've seen their YouTube video on that.
And it doesn't, the car looks really good, don't get me wrong. But when you're putting top of the line electronics in it, like he's putting the Coyote stuff in it, he's putting in top of the line electronics and all that other stuff.
You kind of lose focus.
I think that has more of a impact. Definitely. So the one with the sound clips.
Yeah. That's why when I did my Typhon video, it was basically a castle ready to run system.
Yeah, because that's your average. The
only difference was tires.
Yep. We've seen a ton of guys come to the track with Typhons. I'm sure you have as well.
Yep.
And they're a great car to run novice in, your regular Arma Typhon, not the TLR tuned one. But very quickly after, you see them buying a Techno or Associated or what have you, or they quit.
One or the other.
Yeah, because they either really like it and really want to race, or they're like, well, I got to dump another $1,400 into this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just Jacob Hardison being Jacob Hardison. Yeah. What else do we got here? We got so also on my list, did you see the new dates for Silver State?
In January, yes.
Oh, it's incredibly disappointing. I wonder if that was the only weekend he could get, or if he chose that weekend.
Maybe the former, I think.
I hope that was the only weekend he could get and be like, hey guys, this is all I could do. Because the other way would be a motion of arrogance. Oh, my kid just walked in
Well,
the RC room. Well, because you
well,
have the Clash the
you
week
have the
before,
Clash,
you have Sick.
Sick.
There's another one. Why am I not thinking of it? But you have a
I think it's
lot
not Buggyland, I think it was. Not that
yeah,
one.
you have a lot of large events that are already for the
January.
January. And
Beginning
then
of January.
yes. And then you throw, Silver State in there.
I think actually that is the same weekend as Clash.
No, the Clash is New Year's.
Clash is New Year's.
Yep, I think it's like the 1st through 3rd.
Hmm.
Yeah, a lot. Well, not a lot. Some people were upset about that because younger guys like to party, and personally, I'm one of the people who are in bed by 9 because I don't want to be hungover for several days.
I don't even drink, honestly.
Uh, it's like I'm at the point to where it's like if I start feeling a little buzz, it's like I gotta stop or I'm gonna be hungover. I'm gonna pay for it, and even if I have two, I still pay for it like the next day. But it's a little bit of a bummer. It really is. I I really wanted to go this year for the fifth scale side.
But Clash is right there.
Well, I could still go. But the thing is, I would just travel with Mod because Mod probably, I believe, has a Clash, and Mod puts on the fifth scale event for Silver State. Alcohol consumption drops.
That's why I made the slow video.
Well, but the thing is, well, my daughter's birthday is the 11th. That's the reason I personally can't go. But if I'm spending money to go out to Silver State, Las Vegas is very, very expensive now, which is dumb. Las Vegas is playing chicken with the tourists. The prices are going up and up and up, and tourism is down 50%.
No one's got money to travel anymore.
Well,
no one's got money to do much anything anymore.
My wife and I got married in Vegas. It was about 20 years ago. But we got married in Vegas, but I've been to Vegas a few times since, and it's like the flights never reached over $250. Now, like the flights for the team associated vintage race start at $400 and they go all the way up to $750.
Yep.
It's like nobody wants to do that.
I ain't got the cash, G.
Exactly. I don't have the cash for one, and for two, in January in Las Vegas, it's going to be around 58 degrees for high and 28 degrees for low.
So,
I mean,
yeah.
No, thank you.
Do you really want to go?
Well, the fifth scale portion now, there's rumors on what's going to happen because they're talking about putting an oval track where the fifth scale track is. That's the other race, the Chili Bowl. The Chili Bowl is
Chili Bowl
right after, the week after.
I thought that was in October.
No.
Oh no, I'm thinking of another one. Sorry, yep. I was thinking of the Beach RC one.
Yep. That's going to be at the Hoosier RC Hobbyplexus
this year.
Yeah, that one. Have you ventured into the oval world yet, Roach?
Not really.
You're not old enough. You're not old enough.
I'm not a fan. I like full size oval racing.
Yes,
I can respect that, even though it's not my favorite. Like one of my friends, Luke Yarber, is an oval driver.
Yep.
But for RC, I just don't like it.
Sprint car is what hooked me, but I actually had to give it up because I have to focus on one thing or another. If I'm put my eggs in too many baskets, everything suffers. Yeah. So right now I'm doing off-road. I will revisit the oval thing once again later in the future. But
Endo's Mercy says horsepower air.
yeah, it really, oh, dude. Yeah, the RC Chili Bowl is a week after Silver State, but they were talking about putting an oval track in Silver State where the Fiskale track is, and they're talking about putting the Fiskale track outside. I don't know if that's still the plan. Nobody knows, because
if that's true, that does sound like hubris.
Yeah, it's gonna be Silver State is going to do numbers regardless. The A scale side of it, the A scale. And good on him, but he's going to hurt sick. And if he puts it in an oval, man, he might get the guys that couldn't make the deadline for the Chili Bowl sign up, because Chili Bowl sells out in like 10 minutes every year.
AMS sold it in like 30 seconds.
Yeah, exactly. But that's the thing. It's like the Chili Bowl is more of an event because you have full scale racing right next to it.
Yeah.
You have the quarter midgets, which last time I said that on here, I got a strike from YouTube because they don't understand what that is.
They don't understand. Oh, yeah, right. Because they don't say that on Borderlands either, because they call them tanks, which honestly sounds worse.
Yeah. Yeah, but Tony says it's way better. It is, you know, the Fiskales are allowed under that cover, but being under, even though the walls are open, being under that roof does so much for you. It really does. It keeps you out of the elements. It's way better. Hopefully it works out for them. Hopefully it doesn't stay that way, because I enjoy going to Silver State. I really do. And
I haven't been to Silver. I have yet to be to Silver State or DNC.
Are you a gambler?
No.
Okay. I mean, I've had really good luck at the tables at the South Point Casino, and I've won a few grand off of one slot machine a couple of times. Like pure luck.
I know my luck from playing like RNG games.
Yep.
RNG in some games, it's always so bad.
Yeah.
So I'm not tempting fate with Vegas.
Right. Yeah, James, Fiskale is awesome. I have a blast doing it. I've been trying to bring it to Minnesota, well, the Midwest. There used to be a giant group in Iowa, but it seems like my timing is super poor. The second the big Iowa track closed, I got my Fiskale. Damon, you have a point. So Damon, if you race Fiskale at any of the tracks I race at, you need a kill switch. So what happens is when it becomes a runaway, you lose your receiver, you lose your radio, whatever reason it becomes a runaway. With the kill switch, it kills the spark, so your truck just shuts off.
Yeah,
I had a battery go bad at a Cheese City Extreme a few weeks ago, and that saved me from becoming a runaway. All of a sudden, my truck just quit. It took me a while to figure it out, but I figured it out.
It was just the kill switch kicking in.
Yep. So Damon, I've seen him run away at Silver State too, and those guys got a pretty good talking to, because you're supposed to have a kill switch in, and those guys, I've seen a runaway where the guy, when you take the motor out, you got to unplug the kill switch, and he put the motor back in, and it's just a practice, I'm not going to plug it in, and the thing ran away. Like Sean Van Dalen and I were talking, and the truck split us, and Sean tried diving on the truck to pull the plug wire, but couldn't quite get it, and it got jammed under a minivan.
Yeah, you need that kill switch.
Yeah, absolutely. Endo, I could not afford Fiskale until I was 40. It is very expensive.
I can't afford. The only reason why I can afford racing now is because of the YouTube channel.
Yes, and again, let's talk more about your YouTube channel, because I'm glad you're making a little bit of cash off of it. I'm glad you're doing awesome with it. What do you have planned for the future with that YouTube channel? Are you going to try to get more on the racing media side, kind of like the No Name RC podcast, or are you going to keep doing what you're doing?
I'm going to stay the course for now. I mean, that's kind of the reason why a lot of people tune into my channel not over, but as along with other channels, because I don't really focus too much on pro level drivers. I focus on us, basically, everyone else. So doing that has been successful for me, so I'm going to keep doing that.
Right.
I might throw in a pro every once. I might throw in a pro every once in a while, but I probably won't focus on them too much.
Well, that's, I'm literally an average Joe, and that's why I enjoy your content more, and I enjoy your content and Ryan Styles Harris. It's like I can watch those videos more than once. It's very good entertainment. Yeah, Damon is saying he didn't own his first A scale until last year.
Inexpensive. I saw the Ronda Drake engine was $1,000 an A-main. I'm like, oh,
what?
Let me see if it still is.
No. Oh. So
I'm sorry, $729.
All right, guys. I have nothing to lose anyways. Where I got my nitro motors, I got it from a little hobby shop in Japan. The company, you got to Google it. It's called Profutaba, and they will sell you an OS motor they'll cut about 40% off, but it'll come to you in pieces because they cannot technically sell you the motor, and they sell it to you as toy car parts. When I was doing this, I would get a $500 OS motor for $300. I would get KO servos for half price. Look up Profutaba in Japan, and then you have to contact them on their webpage or Facebook. It's a roundabout way of doing things, but that $700 price tag just sends something off in me. We should not be paying that for motors at all. Endo, they're great people, but I guarantee that's what the Angaro motor probably costs now too, because the Angaro motor, and I bet.
1 second, I gotta let a moth free.
What was that?
A moth got into my room. I have to set him free.
Oh man, yeah, go for it. Yeah, Instinct. That is not a good price at all. I'm kind of wondering what. I've never really priced an ultimate motor before. I know. Sweet. Well, that's one of the things you don't have to worry about, Roach, is nitro, because you are allergic, aren't you?
I am allergic, yes.
Yeah. James, you're correct. That's what a fifth scale motor costs. Like the highest of the high-end motors costs $850. I'm running a stock motor that costs $400 now because of tariffs. They used to be $300.
Yeah, it's bad. It's
Dude,
pretty
tariffs
bad.
suck. They suck. I was trying to. My computer's too dang slow right now.
I'm sorry. Actually, yep, I found it. OS Speed R2 104 9-port on-road engine combo, $1,010.99.
Oh, that's the on-road. Yeah.
But the OSB 2105 off-road motor is with the pipe is $937.99.
Oh, because that pipe and header combo shouldn't cost you more than $200.
No, but it does.
Yeah. So EA sucks. Fifth scale, the motors cost more, but you get way more life out of them. Like I've gotten gallons of regular gasoline out of mine. I need to put a top end at it. Yeah, on-road motors. No kid. So before I had kids, I used to race A-scale on-road,
Mm-hmm.
and I could drive it fairly well. But there were guys that would drop in a motor every race weekend. And I was in my early 20s. It's like, dude, I can't afford that.
It ain't worth it, Chief. I ain't got that dosh.
Yeah. Instinct. Yep. Instinct. He can get a brand new 83 combo for 480. So he's doing Japan prices.
He's in Australia.
Yep. But that's what you get stuff for in Japan. If you find the places to buy for in Japan, you're right, Damon, the 2-speed. So that's something, Roach, that I cannot recommend enough. If you get the chance to drive an A-scale on-road car, when it hits that second speed, I swear you could feel it in the radio. It is the coolest feeling.
Like
it really
a car.
It is. It is so cool. So when are you going to do your 10,000 viewer live stream? When is that planned?
Next week, Monday.
Next week
or Sunday. Or actually, I'll do it Sunday, actually, because that's a better idea.
Okay.
Sounds like a better idea.
No, it definitely does. I was just curious. So
unless I'm clashing with you, in which case I'll move it.
No. I do this every other week, and I am very, open to. I prefer Sundays. Zach prefers Mondays, so we mostly do Mondays. Because Zach is doing a lot of traveling with his family, but we do this every other week. We had Mike Winders on from Schumacher on a couple weeks ago. That was a fun episode.
Yep. I was there.
Yeah.
I was lurking, but I was there.
Yeah. Chris he says force feedback radios would be cool.
Like a game control. I'd like that, but it'd be hard to make.
I've seen it with the fifth scale done properly. Somebody took a sim racing rig and they hooked it up to their fifth scale, their 5D.
Mm-hmm.
That would work.
But not like a regular Xbox controller like behind me.
No. And I think so. The problem is everybody's like, "Oh, why don't you run FPV?" Because
it's bouncy.
It's too fast. Too fast. I think it's like if you watch Ryan Lutz's videos, it's too fast. And again, once you get into fifth scale, you could do it. It slows down. It's and again, like you said, it's not as bouncy. The rear shocks. To do all 4 shocks in a fifth scale, it takes 4 ounces of fluid.
Yeah, that's a lot.
But the thing is, the smaller scale you go, it gets too fast. Like I've seen guys try to do it with the 12 scale and they totally eat it. Yeah. But the force feed, I have a sim racing setup and I've thought about, screwing around with my fifth scale, but it's like, man, I don't want to wreck either one.
Yeah.
I value iRacing too much and I value my fifth scale too much. So
I like my A scale how it is in one piece. Thank you very much.
Yeah, exactly.
And I don't want to break it again.
No. EA Sucks says something that would be cool is a Techno 2 wheel. They're never going to do it. I think
it'd be cool, but they're never going to do it.
I think pre-COVID they had a prototype, but it was a very early prototype piece together. If they haven't done it at this point, I mean, if you've looked at it, they haven't kept up with their 10 scale program at all. It's just not their bread and butter.
They got that A scale. It's fine.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
They won 8th scale so far.
Yeah. He's saying Bits has a video series on controlling his RC with a sim rig. Okay.
Force feedback wouldn't be hard to implement, but it would be hard to do it well.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Yeah.
I
I mean,
imagine so.
it would be. It's so my sim rig, I couldn't afford a good monitor setup. I got my son a new VR headset for Christmas, so I took his old one. And VR with sim racing was such a game changer that I think that VR headset, like a drone headset, an FPV headset, would be the only way to go if you're going to do it with RC.
Yeah.
I really do. Because if you have the 3-screen setup, you cannot see around you.
You can probably set it up to a gimbal to track your head moves as well.
Yeah, definitely. Damon's saying S-Works has a 10 scale, but it's not popular.
They're working on a 2 drive right now.
Yeah, they're working on it.
But it's not where the money is right now.
No. Everything's secular in the RC world. You can never say something is like all the way dead.
Yeah.
Even 10 scale pan car is coming back, which I never thought would happen. I think.
Well, it also depends on which, I guess, market you're in.
Yeah.
Because I know that 10 scale is very popular in, for example, Midwest, Southern California, Northern California, and basically Pacific Northwest because, cold. But in places where you can race outdoors all year, like in the Southeast or just the South in general, there is no on-road. There is no 10 scale, really. It's just 8th scale.
I think the racing will go with the way of the economy. Right now, it sucks for a lot of regular people. It really does right now. But a lot of people are still doing well enough to be able to race their A scale at full clip. If the economy drops, people put their A scales away, start racing 10 scales more. But also you'll see guys that race full scale cars start racing RC cars, so they might supplement the A scale. Who knows?
I know that's happened before where I race.
Well, I saw a lot of that in like 2008, 2009. We had a lot of full scale racers come to RC when the economy crashed super hard.
Yeah.
So
I ain't got that dosh, chief.
I know what you mean. So the carpet that's at Dollar Hobbies is so easy on tires, and they don't allow sauce there. So I get 4 weeks out of a set of tires, which on CRC with sauce,
You ain't
I got to replace front pin swags every 2 runs. I get 4 weeks out of them with the carpet that they're running at Dollar Hobbies right now.
What carpet do they use?
They found some office stuff out of Home Depot that's 99 cents a square foot. Your car isn't filled with fuzz at the end of the run. The only thing that sucks, I was trying to convince Island Speedway to go to it, Island Off-Road Track, but they're going to what Beach RC has because they have guys.
Beachline, you mean?
Yeah, Beachline. Sorry, they're going with what Beachline has because they still have guys that club race with foam tires. And foam tires will not work with the stuff that we have. So, Kurt Busch is scheduled to race at that vintage race in October. It's the weekend of like October 17th, 18th. I hope I get to go. I'm this close. I'm so close to getting the gig with Mod.
Just do it.
I will ride in the belly of the plane if that's what I have to do.
He will go into hibernation. Put him at the race.
Dude,
Put him there.
I don't even get to race. The race is full.
Put him there.
Yes, I would love. I
wish I could have gone to the Vintage Clash.
I know. We were looking for you the whole time.
I couldn't go because money.
Yes, don't don't get me started. There's a whole bunch. There's a lot of races. It's like I have the choice to go wherever for the weekend, to a weekend regional race, or I club race locally. 99 out of 100 times, well, 99% of the time, I've been club racing locally.
Same.
Just the cost of hotel, gas to get there. I
I
went,
even like
what?
I used to not have reliable transportation
Yeah,
to get from state to state. Now I do.
yep.
Even still, it's so much money.
I I never, up until recently, I never had reliable transportation, but I still said F it, and I bombed to whatever race and whatever rusty pile I had. And it's like, well, I made another one.
I made it here. We're here
Yeah,
now. I
yep.
actually used to sleep in my my old Odyssey van.
That's the move. So
I
Joe
did that
three,
at P&B.
yeah, Joe three and I are talking about getting a school bus
That would
and
be interesting.
doing that, like having the bunks in the front and the pits in the back. It's
I could see it.
well,
I'm
I have
visualizing it now.
I have a friend that did it. He's been on this podcast before a long time ago. His name's Ben Sovacool. He did an awesome job on his, and that's what I would use as a model. Because I went to a race the next state over. This was a few weeks ago. A weekend event with hotel and food and entry fee and blah 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 blah. It was $1,000, Roach. It
Yeah.
was just me, and I raised two classes, and I bought very little from the hobby. I mean, I wanted to buy more from the hobby shop. Don't get me wrong. But I didn't have the cash because the cost to get there, the gas to get there, the hotel, food was actually cheap, which made me happy. But um, I stayed in a town. It was like going back to the 90s.
Hmm.
It's like dinner was never higher than $20. It was weird.
I wish that was the case for me because
I think I figured out how they did it. Never played them, but they had slot machines in the bar. I think that's how they can afford to keep prices low.
I mean that's kind of what the government here did for a bit called the
Yep,
Hope Scholarship.
gotcha.
So instead of going with that, they went with people paying for the lottery and that would pay for your school.
Oh, are you still in New York?
No, I'm in Georgia.
Georgia. Why did I think you're from New York?
I am from New York,
Yeah,
but I just don't live there anymore
gotcha.
because money.
Yeah, no kidding. And you live, I mean, Georgia's an awesome place for a scale RC for sure.
There's Loganville RC Complex, the Barn RC Raceway, Phil Hurd, which is like the one of the oldest tracks in America,
Yep.
Cheehaw, and I think that's it. If I'm missing one, let me know. Oh, I said Loganville, right?
Yep.
So Loganville, Phil
So
Hurd,
what's
Barn,
what's
Cheehaw, and
style of vehicle do you have now? Is it a car? Is it a truck? Is it a van?
it is a car.
Okay, never
Just a
mind.
regular Volvo S60 with a manual transmission.
Nice. Dude, you cannot go wrong with that at all.
I actually know how to drive manual and it makes me happy.
Well, I'm not going to sound like the old man right now. I refuse to do it.
I was baiting you.
I know. Well, I was going to say, because I was wondering what you had, because there's a trailer place in Georgia. I was going to be like, hey, maybe Roach can pick up a trailer when I could find time to go get it. But you don't have anything to tow it with, because I'm still thinking about getting a pit trailer as well. But in Georgia, they are half the price as what they are in Minnesota.
That's because there's a pit trailer place. They're like every 2 miles.
I know. I was looking at like Cargo Trailers USA or something like that.
There's actually one pretty close to me, about 2 miles away.
Yeah. So the trailer I want It's USA Cargo trailer. The trailer I want in Minnesota would cost me $12,000.
It's probably what, like
Yeah.
5,000 here.
6, brand new. So I could probably frickin' yeah, it's in Douglas, Georgia, is where the
That's
place.
about an hour and a half for me.
Yeah. So, you probably look at Facebook Marketplace and you're like, oh, nice 8.5 by 14 with the V nose. It's probably like $3,000 for a used one.
Let me take a look. I know a couple friends are selling them for like right around like $5,000 is usually for a really big one.
Well, if it's tricked out for, I have a mid-sized truck, so my towing limit's 6,700 pounds. So that's why I'm like my buddy Chad Johnson, he has a sweet layout. If I don't do a school bus, I'm going to do what he does. In the V, he's got a 14 by 8.5, and in the V, he has the bunks. It works out really well. It's like perfect. I just wish he'd sell me his and get a bigger one for himself.
Yep.
Well, it's one of those things, I think my son might be done going to races where a pit trailer is necessary.
He ain't got that. He ain't doing it anymore.
He is, but it's like waking him up in the morning, getting up, and like, dude, you got to work on your stuff. Oh, that type of thing.
Yeah.
He just likes taking his 10 scale buggy to Dollar Hobby or the toy box and having a good time for the day and going home. Chad
That's
says,
completely fair.
Chad, just sell me your trailer, Chad. That's all I want.
Give him the trailer. Just sell him the trailer for Georgia money.
Yeah, for Georgia money. Yeah, Abe, you're in Minnesota as well. I know you're in Minnesota. We've had this discussion, I believe.
Joe Jr., I'm in Minnesota too.
Yeah, I've been racing in Minnesota for 37 years in the Twin Cities area. Yeah, I'm excited because there's tracks opening, like, so people who like loose dirt tracks, there's a guy, I can't think of his name. He does the Skull Racing deal, Mike. He's building a track up in northern Minnesota. It's like, dude, I will help you with the race program. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's and trailers are just as expensive for him because he's in North Dakota. And that's the thing.
North Dakota?
Yeah, North Dakota. If you're not in like Georgia, Alabama, Florida, trailers are ridiculous.
I would have expected them to be cheaper in a place like North Dakota because of the Midwest just size of everything.
You would think. But I mean,
because, farmland.
Yeah. Oh, we have a ton of farmland in Minnesota as well. It's just, they cost double. And it makes a little bit of sense because I looked at the delivery charge. Like, I built a trailer and I looked at the delivery charge and it was like $4,000. Yeah. Oh, Abe says he's the same as my son. Go to the track for rip for the day and go home. And I like that as well. I really do. But there's nothing like sitting there racing an entire weekend, getting your stuff. You always find out something good when you race for a full weekend.
You figure out something cool.
Yeah, you do. All right. So Roach, we've been going for a little more than an hour and a half. I really appreciate you coming on. Tell everybody where they can Chad's was 9,400 plus. He has another 3 to 4 more grand inside.
Yeah.
Oh, Instinct has a question, just a bit off topic. Quick question for you, Roach. What video style and length do you find has better engagement on your channel?
Longer and more detailed. Basically around 15 to 20 minutes is usually what's good. It also depends on how much I edit the actual video.
Yep.
Like visual stimulation wise.
depending on the video, a lot of the videos I watch at 1.5 speed. And if it's over 10 minutes, I'm just always that way because it's usually on in the background regardless. Because like watching the finals yesterday for the Worlds, do you ever happen where a 2-hour wrenching session turns into 8 hours?
Yes, the one I built that.
Yeah, no, I was so frustrated because it's like, all right, well, the wife had plans with her mom yesterday morning. So it's like, all right, I'm going to get these new clutch parts on Joe's truck and my truck, and we'll be good to go for next week. And then I started digging into my truck, and it's like, oh no, it's it was a brutal freaking day. Yeah, Chad saying anything over 20 minutes gets him. Yeah, I like
I like to make longer form videos,
yeah,
but I understand why people don't like them as much because all my videos are basically video essays.
yes. I really
So
liked your history of, because I mean, you hit the most important points. There's some people maybe there might have been some I don't know if it was your video or somebody else's video saying that Team Associated had the first production stadium truck.
I think that was my Losi video.
Okay, I think Losi did.
I'm pretty sure Losi did, at least with what's it called? The
JRXT came before
JRXT conversion kit, but there were some conversion kits before that.
Yeah, there were.
I think the JRXT was the first one to come from an actual full-blown RC company.
Because that was my first stadium truck. And then back in 80, maybe 90, maybe early 90. Then when that RC10T came out, we ditched that thing, and both my dad and I got a brand new RC10T, and that was that was ridiculous.
Doing the history video for Losi was very entertaining in my part.
Oh,
because it was like a Ford versus Ferrari movie.
You want to know what it was to me?
What?
It was Lamborghini versus Ferrari.
Really?
It's almost like Losi, and I hate people that say Lozzie. It's an actual person's name. It's
I've
Losi.
never heard someone say Lossie.
All the time. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's so frustrated.
But yeah, so the next history video is coming out on RC Racing TV in a couple of, I think, a month or two from now.
Okay. Before let me finish this thought, and then I got one or two more questions. I know I've asked them last episode, but I want to ask them again.
Go for it.
But Losi started because they couldn't get enough RC10s and parts and what have you at the ranch pit shop.
The actual conversation went something like this. Gil Losi Jr. and Sr. invited Gene Husting and Roger Curtis to lunch that day to discuss things. They talked with them and said, hey, we're not getting the kits we need. What's going on? Roger and Roger Curtis and Gene were like, look, we can't really uphold our end of the deal because other hobby shops are suffering. We can't just only care about the ranch.
Right.
Gil Losi Sr. was like, okay, screw you. I'm going to build a buggy that can beat yours.
Yep. That's how Lamborghini started. Kind of. So
for Lamborghini, it was
Clutch went bad in his Ferrari.
Clutch went bad in his Ferrari, and he took it to Ferrari, and he said, I'm not going to help you because you're a tractor manufacturer.
Yep, you're just a dumb tractor manufacturer.
And I'm like, okay, I'll make something better than what you can make.
Yeah. So that's what Losi and Associate, that had more of a Lamborghini Ferrari feel. Because it's like the, oh yeah, well, F you situation.
I'm going to make one that's going to have blackjack and hookers.
Yeah. Yeah. The Bender car.
Bender car. It's the Bender car. I should have put that in the video. I think they might actually put that in the RC Racing TV video.
That would be awesome. would now that's another thing. Would a small clip like that, would that screw with your copyright?
It will not.
Okay.
If it's under a certain amount of time,
10
it counts
seconds?
as 10 I think it's 15, but 10 seconds is usually safer. It counts as fair use.
Okay. Okay. I hope they do. I can't. So how long does, like, let's say you're doing something for RC Racing TV, how long does that take in, like, from the script to clips, editing? Do you have months? Do you have a year? Do you have a couple days?
I usually have a couple days.
Okay.
That's what I set for myself usually, because I'll do like a page a day.
Okay.
Sometimes though, it's like I'm up at 3 in the morning and I can't get an idea out of my head. I'm just, okay, I'm going to put it down. And then I type in one page and then another and then another and then another.
Yeah. Exactly.
I'm good at essay writing, basically. That's something I was always good at in school, was writing and reading.
Yeah. I was never ever.
And social studies.
Yeah. I was never good at scripts. I used to be part of a small cable access like skit show and do a bunch of short films and all that other junk. And I was able to contribute, but to write an actual script, hell no. There is no way.
The Losi script was actually the longest script I ever did was the original Team Associate script, and that was 7 pages.
Oh, wow.
Actually, no, it was 10, actually. Yeah, it was 10.
Okay. Awesome. All right. So you're on YouTube. You post your stuff to Facebook as well. Where else can people find you?
Those are basically the 2 main places, just YouTube and Facebook, because I want to stay focused on those 2.
Yes, it seems like YouTube is a place to be. Like, we talked about TikTok earlier, and I really think it had a lot of good traction until that, what was it, a 12-hour ban that happened earlier this year?
Which one?
TikTok ban.
Oh, yeah, that.
It was like 12 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. You no longer have a 9 to 5. That's
not
nice.
right now, no. But
So,
I do basically commissions for different RC companies.
okay, cool.
Like, for example, the intro video that NNRC used for all of their Worlds videos.
Yep.
That's one I did.
Yeah. Yeah. I asked you, it's like, hey, how much would it be? And you're like, yeah, it depends on what you want. And then you never talk to me again.
Tell me more.
Oh, I know. I got to think of more. It's one of those things. It's life's been hectic lately, and
I don't blame you. It's okay.
No, you're right. I got to give you more. And it's like, what do we do? Clips of me with my arms waving in anger and an RC car flying across the screen, and I'm bad at this stuff.
Well, you could do something with the actual logo, for example.
Yeah. You know what? I bet you wouldn't know the guy. The person who made my Ran Out of Talent logo, his name is Eric Swanson. And he is one of the original, like, live RC guys that would go to races, do commentary. He would write for them. He is an excellent writer. It's like, holy shit. It's like, I grew up with this guy. It's like, that came out of you. What the hell? It's like, yeah, no, the dude's creative as hell. And he probably clipped together that logo in 5 minutes, if not less.
I'll have to see if I can find him and see if I can learn some stuff from him.
Oh, dude, he is like, he wrote like an essay, like journal log, and put it on his personal Facebook page about his first marriage, that it's like, holy shit. Like, oh my God, just like a real life piece. It's like, oh my God. It was insane. It was insanely good. So,
Good.
All right, man. I'm gonna let you fly here. Everybody check out Roach at Roach RC on YouTube. Just got over 10,000. I'm so excited for you. because I mean,
anymore.
the more you get, the more you can do this as a living, you know.
Yeah.
And it's super exciting, and hopefully it affords you more, like it affords you more like you can travel
I
more
can
to
travel
events.
more.
Yeah, you can travel more to events, maybe try a different genre of RC for content, maybe get into oval racing.
No,
Yeah.
no, I knew that was where that was going. No,
Yeah. Like I told Zach too. Zach's not
it's
old
like
enough.
it's like a running joke. I'm not supposed to run oval. I'm not supposed to run techno. Those are the
I
two
know.
ones I'm not supposed to run.
Yeah. Yeah. But man, we're out of time. I want to talk to you about your Mayako. You're part of the Mayako mentor program too, aren't you?
Yes, I am. I also do some stuff for social media for them as well.
That's awesome, man. And again, we got to have a part 3 to this.
Okay.
We definitely do, because I'm exhausted. I got to go help a buddy tomorrow at his shop do some deburring and sanding. So I got to get some sleep tonight. All right. Well, I'm Joser Jr., and with me was Roach RC, and we have ran out of talent. Have a good night.